If I would know I will become one of those creatures I feared in childhood, well, it would be even more scary. But it is strange. I still don't feel anything different. Maybe just for now. It is still hard to take my blood as cold now. Is it? But what matters now is the fact we are trapped in the land of lost souls and very hungry, powerful beings, according to Serana. I never thought about this place as about something part of my power is going from, and it is definitely interesting to explore, but absolutely not worth it to die here and become one of those empty souls. Whatever awaits me here, I will deal with it and return back to the world of living. So here we are, a desert of lost souls. How should we find her mother in this madness? Well, when you're not sure where to go, just go forward. Come on, boys. Oh, a friendly welcome. How can we miss it? These bonemans are pretty tough. I wish I could find a way to summon them from this place later. Oh, wait, Saren. First of all, try to return alive from here.
There's no escape.
Oh, sounds promising.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place
First
like
of all,
this.
I do not owe you anything, but calm down, my friend. Who is that? Arvak.
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
Fine, let's say. And how can I help him?
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
I see. Not much sense in talking here. What's that huge castle? I think if I would be a royal vampire runaway, I would hide exactly in a place like this. Huh? What? Skeletal horse? How it... Hey! Arvak! Arvak?
I thought death was a release, not an eternity.
Who's there?
Run! Run, you foolish soul! What a friendly place. Hey. Hey, you! Is there any chance you are Valerica? I still can't see you. Serana, it seems your mother is really here.
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a minute. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Slow your horses, woman. All I did, it just saved her from your foolish plan.
I find your choice of words quite interesting, considering that Serana is in far more danger now than she was following my foolish plan. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
And that's why I am here for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Huh? What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkahar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
And how does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Ball. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Ball on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
So that tyranny of the sun requires her blood.
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Wait, I just said Harkon means to kill her? Her own daughter?
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
Quite a family you got here. Well, I would never allow that to happen.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
The answer is pretty simple. To kill this fanatic.
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
I'm just curious. Have you ever tried to ask Serana's opinion?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
Well, whatever you called me, your daughter believes in me. Why won't you?
Serana, this stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
If you only open your eyes, the moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, you're still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Oh, finally you realized. Do you have the Elder Scroll with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
And what do we need to do?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the Cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as
A dragon? So the skeleton one was not enough for me. Oh, great. By the way, how you get imprisoned here?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place. I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they claim. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
Oh, so they just tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
And so you became trapped here.
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
So you've been imprisoned here for all this hundreds of years?
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which would give in.
And why haven't you pursued the prophecy, by the way?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
Attention?
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
I see then. So you prefer to live in the shadows?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
Both you and Serana mentioned that Ideal Masters a couple of times. Who are they?
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance.
What do they resemble?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn. I believe there's more to it than that.
How it is so?
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form. Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
And that crystals we saw here and there?
Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
If they are so powerful as you say, why would they require sustenance at all?
The Ideal Masters' weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
They should provide something in return then.
The ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the Ideal Masters wind up here as harvested souls.
Yeah, now I remember. I have read about this, but actually never imagined these Ideal Masters were among those to whom I addressed all those years.
And keep my daughter
Quite
safe.
an interesting story.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
I'm also tired of all those tokens. Let's get to work then. Wait, isn't that... Yes, a horse skull, definitely. Seems we have found Arvak. Excuse me, dear ghosts. Won't you mind if I'll take this with me? Oh, I think the answer was of course take it. Take them, boys. Burn. Damn you. So you want to burn me, huh? Be gone already.
You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me. Such a good horse.
Well, whatever wild it was, let's try it. Huh, you just look at that. Hello, friend. Hello, good boy. Well, take a rest now. That teleportation system is really interesting. But I still can't see too much in this darkness. We need to take a break till morning. I hope there is a morning here. Well, at least it is a bit brighter now. Wait, something is not right. Something Yes, indeed. I do not feel any hunger. How it could be? There have been a lot of hours here already. come on boys, crush them all. Huh, so the last one showed up. Will you surprise me? Well, it seems you will not. After how you and Valerica describe those ideal masters, I hope their guidance will be a little more challenge. Hey, ideal masters, will we finally have fun or not?
Stay on your guard.
Oh, so my guess was correct. That's how it works. It seems we're done here. Let's go back to Valerica.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive.
Yes, yes. So what about the scroll?
Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnafir. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
doing this alone.
It is. It is fine, Serana. Let's go.
I can't believe we found my mother alive.
Pretty interesting books your mother collected here. But I will have time to read them later. Let's make a friendly visit to that Tourneveer.